Welcome back to the channel, lads and ladies, and welcome to a rare gameplay video that is uncut. I know. So this is going to be a little bit of hangout video. I definitely played a grip ton of War Thunder today. I think I have 54 boxes, so that's 540 minutes in battle, and a lot of that was spent AFK. So let's talk about the event. What's going on right now is basically the same thing as the Race to the Moon event with a few optimizations. One of the major ones is that if you want to sell the equivalent of parts on the marketplace, little green army men, which by the way I highly approve of, as I may have stated earlier. But what I don't really approve of is the BT7's handling. I'm not sure, well, 150 ping, that'll do it, but this thing was just not working out for me. And of course the drivetrain is what the drivetrain is still on the BT series of tanks. And let's get back to Green Army Man. So if you want to sell your little dudes on the marketplace, it takes twice as much material to do so. So they're running for about 20 cents a piece right now, which is, in my opinion, not really worth selling. I suspect you're better off constructing or making progress with your little green dudes, and then maybe selling off your plan of attack or whatever it is when you get the 80 pieces of intel. But who's to say? Right now the price is pretty crazy, and you know what? If you just want to play the event, maybe just play the event. It looks like it's going to be a good one. So, as I mentioned, we're totally relaxed here. I did recommend that you play this event chill, because really, just time in game is the only way to make progress, that being time in matches. So just get out there, play something fun, and relax. De-stress. Don't try too hard. Getting first place isn't gonna matter all that much unless you're some madman who's already gotten, what is it, like 60 first place dudes, more little green army men to build the assault squad. Why does that sound so familiar? Alright, Men of War, Assault Squad 2, one of the European Canadians' old classic series, and a good game to boot. So, as we set up happy for the old strafing run, and again, the internet stability just wasn't with me in this match. I don't know if they threw me into Russian Matchmaker just because, but I noticed that as well. I was sitting in queue for about 4 minutes in some aircraft, a German bomber, I think, the premium one at 5.7. And I never played that thing in ARB, and I'm starting to think of why. I kind of thought those shots should hit, but oh well. What was I talking about? Bombers are pretty popular right now. Oh, I wanted to talk about how cool it was that I killed that guy while inverted like a true MiG pilot in a head-on, but I missed my chance. Anyway, I hope you all are enjoying the event. I hope you're not trying too hard. Like I said, I got 54 boxes, so I mean, I've been going hard today. Oh, by the way, the event is broken, surprising no one. You're not supposed to be able to get 54 boxes in the first day, and no, I didn't roll over the date mark either. I just expected the event to be broken and found out that it's broken. So the daily limit seems to be not functioning as intended. TM, fix incoming soon TM, I'm sure. But until that day, let's see if we can outfly this British SPAA, shall we? The 20 mil British feller really seems to have a lot of bite. Even though it couldn't manage to tear my wings off that time, it definitely killed my engine good and quick and proper. So, just more respawning, and I actually got a little bit excited in this match because things pick up a bit, but I'll try not to spoil too much. This is something of a marathon match, as you may have noticed from the length of the video. Here we are, only 5 minutes in, and I've died, what, 2 times already? I'll die again, don't worry, and again. Anyway, this match, the Soviets against the Americans and whoever else is with them, but the Brits. But man, there are some very, very capable American vehicles at this BR, and it shows. Before people started making videos about it, the T-14 sort of flew under the radar, but it's always been a good tank. Played more like a medium tank back in the day, but its armor keeps getting better and better with the meta of War Thunder, and right now it's really at a peak. Seeing an enemy T-14 or a Churchill Mark 7, I think we can actually face here. That can be a little bit scary, but it feels better when you're in a KV-1 with the add-on armor. I got this tank for free after even more grind than one of these grind events has. You know, something that you sort of forget. And you know what? I'm not even going to comment on that. I'm not going to say anything. You saw what happened. If not, rewind to feast your eyes on the true meta of War Thunder. But where was it going? The way that I got this tank, you can tell I'm super chill. I've been playing a lot of War Thunder. Okay, my brain is a little bit mushy, and the kids all have some kind of head cold, so they're super tired now. They put me through my paces earlier today. And no, Soviet engines don't catch on fire. I don't know why you would ask. Anyway, where was I going with this one? I'm getting lost already. So I unlocked this tank by doing daily tasks and special tasks for the War Bond shop, and that's just a really cool program that Gaiden has. This is one of the best premium heavy tanks in the game, and it's only beaten out by its cousin in the German tree, because then you don't face the Germans in RB most of the time, and that makes it even more effective. And you can get this, you can get the T-14, you can get a lot of really cool tanks for free, but for about twice the amount of grind that it takes to grind out most of the vehicles for these grind events, operation style or Build-A-Bear style, whichever it happens to be. And you do get more value out of the operation style events as well. The only thing is, you can't grind out and get what you want in a day or 2 or 3 or 4 or 6. You've got to spend a lot of time grinding stars for those operation style events, but the daily time requirement is actually a lot lower, so something to consider. I actually do like these, I don't know what to call them anymore, but we've got the materials types events, I guess, because I just like not having a limit on my progress, and as long as they don't actually implement the daily limit, then I'm in my element. And when they do fix that issue, you know what, 40 boxes a day, that's a lot. That's a lot of time in matches. And again, I highly recommend that you relax and AFK whenever you need to. I like to be very active at the start of a match, and then I can do something like grab some food or change a diaper or something like that for the next few minutes and still wind up with decent place on my team. So I love this moment in the match. We've got an Achilles, no, sorry, not an Achilles, it's a Sherman Firefly is what I meant to say. We got the Sherman Firefly, and we just held back from pushing up on him, which would have been rather risky for us. And I'm like, come on, please don't be looking at me. Please don't be looking. He never saw us. Sneaky breaky. Anyway, we've got him. We took down his turret ring, and then we took out his engine, and you know what's gonna happen next. USSR things. Anyway, APHEBC BC for the win. And I hope you also appreciate a beautiful bit of art there on the back of the turret. We've got, what's her name? Iron Chan, I guess. With a delightful panda head. Because why not? Both of those, by the way, are historical markings. The panda off of some kind of British tank regiment, and the Iron Chan off of, I don't know, some fighter jet that I don't really know anything about. But Iron has assured me that that mark is historical. Anyway, where do we go from here? Well, we sneaky around and see if we can't get some dankin' flanking on somebody. Feeling pretty good about my teammate support of the A cap, and I noticed the B cap is available, and by golly, I can't hold back very much longer from my urge to rush B, and yet I see some enemies. If that's a Sherman, he's going to be hard to pen. Even worse, it is an what's it called? M4A5. I think it's that Canadian one, and I could have sworn I hit his turret there, but it was the small one and not the big one. And so we are going to once again die painfully here, but it's all for motherland, so all can be forgiven. At the same time, maybe we can rack up a little more score, deal a little bit of damage. That's right. Stick your head out of your little citadel, buddy. Stick your head up and get booped. Boop 'em good. That's how we do it around here. And I was kind of wondering how long it would take this Ram. That's what he is, Ram Mark II, right? I was wondering how long it would take this Ram to kill me, but he just finished off all my teammates first, and suddenly I'm alone and I'm choking in my own blood. So delightful, lovely, pass the vodka. It's time to become a hero of the Soviet Union. Anyway, 2 kills as we watch a ghost SPAA fire some ghost fire at an aircraft. And speaking of, look at my beautiful new purchase. I really wanted to buy something from this last major update, and I really liked the look of Su-6, but I was like, this is basically going to cost me 25 bucks. This thing can't be worth it. But the more I watched people play it, and I mean, just go back and look at the live stream preview for, what was the name of this update? Raining Fire or something? And just look at the glow on the face of BVVD as he was describing this aircraft. The way he lingered like a lover loath to depart his beloved's bedchamber as he described this aircraft and showed it off for us. The joy in his voice, and no doubt the disappointment when it just didn't translate to everybody else. This really is, I mean, hold on a second. Is this a Su-6 at, what is it, 4.3 battle rating? Sign me up. It's got the RBS Hamana rockets that have enough high explosive to blast through 40 millimeters of armor. Very, very effective at taking down light and SPAA and anything else if you're very cheeky-breeky. And did I mention it's good at taking down SPAA? Look at that one, guided by the hand of Stalin himself, and a direct hit to no effect, because why would it do anything against a Ram? A brief, why do you say brief? Well, teleporting British rounds, and deadly life in Du durch nicht, or should I say, my very own golden Su-6. And I had an even better match in this little bruiser earlier, but well, I decided to share this one with you because a guy's got to keep a little bit of mystery these days, doesn't he? But here we are, somehow at the top of our team, and just feeling fantastic. And what better vehicle to take out other than one of the most punchy medium tanks in the game, pound for pound, tier for tier, with a nice reload rate and just some incredible muzzle velocity. That's right, one of the few USSR vehicles that gets, I think it's even 6 degrees of downward elevation on the gun. Wunderbar. Sorry, that's a little bit of heresy. Russia is still not super fond of references to Nazi Germany, but you know what? As long as they get their butts kicked, everybody's happy. Nazi Germany, not Russia. Anyway, you can't defeat Russia in their own game. It seems that is the meta right now, but you know what? Meta's changing. My teammates, all of them gathered around this guy, trying to kill him. That's right, the RAM is just an absolute... Yeah, okay, servers. Okay, Francois, the imported server gerbil straight from Belgium. You know what? You do you, bud. If you need to forget some of my interactions to keep your pacemaker going properly, that's just fine. And if you've got no idea what I'm talking about, well then welcome to Toshio Thunder. There's a link to my Discord in the description of this video if you'd like to find out just what sort of mental disorder I have, but I assure you it's mostly just friendliness and lack of sleep. In any event. Oh, by the way, a couple of new folks to the Discord I've noticed, and I have noticed. Oh, hello there, 40 mils and 57 wins. I'm not exactly sure how that interaction worked. It looked like a single piece of spalling went into the loader after the driver ate around to the face. It's never what you want to have at the start of your day. It's a high velocity 57mm anti-tank round entering your cranium. You might not enjoy the results of that, but in any event, we couldn't get the gun to elevate enough to shoot down that Typhoon. I know, regrets, but a little bit of overcompensation there. I swear, it's not true. It's just a high velocity gun. And behind me, I mean, this match was just ridiculous. The Ostwind was absolutely carrying his weight, marking targets and disabling people, and eventually Papa Stalin got out and helped push so we could take down that last M10 for our final kill of the match, and a nice match it was. Or are we gonna get another one? I can't quite remember, but it's been a long one, fellas. That's what she... Anyway, and I am just about ready to climb into my somewhat uncomfortable couch and try and get some Z's. But it's always nice to pick up a W for the old US. Oh, I lied to you. I'm gonna get one more kill. Watch this. So, it's that British SPAA, and they're not quite so effective against Soviet tanks as they are against tanky Soviet aircraft. Yeah, I saw that booty. Why don't you stick out? Peek out for me. Peek out for Papa Stalin. There you go. There you go. A little pat on the head for you. That's a good lolly. Go to jail. And that, actually, is the match. And a good match it was, ending with a bang. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that little bit of deliciousness. I had been playing a huge amount of USA 5.3 today, and that was, as you may have guessed from how much I played it, an absolute blast, and those are some results I can definitely get behind. Anyway, have a good one. Bye-bye.